Hi everyone, welcome back. We're heading into episode 11. Now, they've started to pick up certain plot points that they really want to focus on now. The first section, the first act is over. Now they have to move on. And I guess we'll just see where they go from there. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. And of course, if you want early or uncut reactions to this, then you can head on over to my Patreon. I will leave a link in the description box below. Okay. Disguise time? Honestly, there's as much as in this moment, that's actually a good disguise. It's only a little bit of facial hair, maybe some makeup, and the hat, but honestly, I didn't recognize him for a second there. It's only when you see him up close, you're like, oh yeah, it's you.
像什么像？像楼下卖菜的。你要记得，你是我的远房亲戚，名字叫。
Oh yeah, what name?
陈同音。
陈医生，车子到了，赶紧移步吧。
I like how they share a moment and then someone just yells up. Did you hear the music that played? Like when you two comedic misfits, the music comes on for these two, so you know something's gonna happen.
我觉得这陈医生就是头的福星。
Oh, he's definitely a blessing for him. For his heart.
陈医生是斯文败类，是出卖头的罪魁祸首。
He's moved on from that.
最多只能帮你争取到半个时辰的时间。记着，只有半个时辰。知道了。
An hour's actually not that small of a time when you know it's a tight, high impact kind of place. Like when you know there's not much to do. Like giving him an hour is pretty long for him to try and find something out.
啊，陈医生，您先给夫人瞧着，我这就去通知老爷。
Thank you.
在这看病有点不太方便，不如我们移驾去内室。
I mean, he has to give him an opportunity. He actually looks really, really good with the facial hair. And the way they've done the makeup. It's subtle details in the makeup side of things. Very well done. He knows it's a trap, right? I don't know, I'm so worried for them because everyone keeps dying in this show.
有人吗？有人吗？
Look at that ring. Also, it might be a bit suspicious if the one in the car thinks, well, hold on, these two people don't seem like he's usually there. See?
不好意思啊，刚才没有听见。
What are they doing?
您是？啊，我是一个做小买卖的。
Do they not think that there's going to be someone in the car?
那个厂长他没来呢，要不你等等。
This is so suspicious. They've surrounded him.
哎，兄弟。
Yeah, see the hands here. His reaction to that. Seriously, all of you missed, like, you're hitting the car, but you've missed him?
老爷，老爷，
干什么呢你？啊？
He's a doctor.
陈律师，我看你是不想活了。
Well, he doesn't want to live with you or your wife.
我想你是误会了，这个东西是听诊器。听个屁！少拿这些糊弄。
No, yeah, it's interesting. Yeah, of course. At this time, an introduction to
老
things.
爷，
Look at that one rolling up his sleeves. I need you to put those sleeves back
你
down.
可以自己听听看。
你听
So weren't you the drunk, like outside, like, wasted? Lower down, you idiot.
没声音啊？
That's not what the heart is. This is why you don't jump to conclusions. But I do like the moments, the historical moments of introducing things and elements to show the time period. Trying to remember the notes.
哦，他带了一个助手。
人呢？啊，我替夫人看病，这不是不太方便吗？
Yeah, but the problem is if they go out to look for him, he has to be in the lobby. Are they about to drop it? Well, there's the evidence he needed.
有闻到艾灸的味道，那就安全。如果没有的话，快速撤退。
Remember. I do like how there is a complete setup here.
刘队长，是我的助手。刘队长，千万不要动，针会待在你的身体里的。
See, you could technically be like, I pierced this near your heart.
好了，这儿没你的事了。
Yeah, he should have tried to change his voice a little bit.
好的，陈医生。
I feel like they're flirting over this man's body.
又有西洋包装打掩护，普通的城防士兵根本辨别不出来。
Imagine mistakenly taking a bar of it and rubbing it into your body without realizing. Say you're going to have a shower. That will be a trip and then probably the end of you.
有什么消息，老办法联系。
Yeah, they've got to be a little bit more cautious, I believe. They're just not... His neck is tiny, but they're not being cautious enough. They seem to be getting on. Okay.
于老板，好了。
Is he about to be measured? Uh-oh. What was that look for? Ah.
陈司长，小心！
Nice. That was a nice snap. Could we just... I don't know if he's a good guy or not. Can we just appreciate the skills in that choreography there? He's dangerous. The way he was able to take those two out. Oh. The way she runs. If you can't walk in those hills or run in those hills, why are you in that? I'm worried for her ankles so much.
找我有事吗？
我看见江科长路过，想打个招呼来着。
Sure, that's why you ran across the street like that. Did you just touch
不然
him?
呢？你不没事吗？
这是对朋友的态度吗？
Friend? Okay, you ain't that important for him.
赵
He
学
likes
姐
a
可能误
man.
会了吧？我很忙呢，先走了。
He's a little bit sassy, isn't he?
那两个人我认得，都是江月楼的所朋友弟。
See, this is what I mean. Like, everyone knows who they are now.
凭江月楼的本事，他一定能猜到用途。他如果顺着这个查下去，咱们留着货，很危险。
The thing is, he hasn't inquired about them yet, has he? So they do have the perfect amount of time to get rid of it. They always use this music, so you have to always pay attention to the music.
暂无性命之忧，
But
只不过以后恐怕很难再继续唱戏了。
oh, because of where he was stabbed, so his enjoyment in life has been taken away. Okay. Yeah, then you stitch it up.
城防部的人，是。这个水呀，越来越深了。
How are you shocked by this? There's so many hires up are going to be doing this.
你现在是众矢之的呀，你要掀的是人家的钱罐子，断人财路，如同杀人父母啊！
I'm sorry, you're trying to rationalize it?
陈医生医
So
术
what
精
happens
湛，
now?
果然名不虚传。
Does it just stay with you?
都是我的过错，他们是冲我来的。财政司前些年推出几个新的政策，实施的时候不太顺。
That's true.
他什么时候可以醒过来？
一些镇定剂，
So
我想
tomorrow, possibly?
应该今天晚上9点以前吧。
Oh, okay. So they can have a nighttime talk.
那么展司长，我就先走了。
慢走。
So much has actually happened in this episode, if you think about it. This guy, his poor ego.
进来。
小姑娘，
Oh no! Wait until you find out who
要
she
报案
is.
呢，去1楼审讯室。
She could be quite intimidating because she doesn't like she has the same expression the way she talks. There's something about the way this actor presents himself is brilliantly smarmy and slimy.
原来你就是楚然啊！不错。
Yeah, he does it so well the way he holds his body.
你脑子秀逗了吧？
But why would anyone want to
能嫁
marry
到我金
you?
大成家，可是祖坟冒青烟的事。
Oh right, and just bear you children and be spoken to like this and be the second wife. Yeah, yeah.
哎，一家人，不说
We
两
ain't
句
family.
人来都来了。我看你的八字儿跟我还蛮合的，天作之合。
Match made in heaven. He's so. Oh. Kick him in the nuts. Kick him in the nuts.
不要脸，你松开！
金科长，
江科长进来不敲门呐？
He knocked.
门没关，正巧路过，听到金科长大呼小叫的。
I really didn't like that moment because it felt like he could have forced himself on her.
江月楼啊，江月楼，我没想到啊，一个冰块脸居然和你，我的二姨太弄得不清不楚的。
It feels like she's just property to him. No, there is no respect for her from him.
我和他就是不清不楚。
Maybe you shouldn't have worded it like that.
怎么样？你还要娶吗？
本来呢，
The thing is, he would to get one up on him. He would do it.
我还能放你一马，但是现在
See, it's
我
to,
偏不放。
yeah, to better him. He hates him.
那你就偏不放。
等会儿，
I'm not waiting for you. I knew they were going to try something. Yeah, see? What have they planted on him? This magical tip-off that he got.
你就是陈玉芝。
是长官。
What is he being accused of? Yeah.
还挺能装的。
I mean, aren't you all actors? This is what I hate about people like this. Like, throwing everything around. Look, destroying everything. But the problem is, he leaves his space open, which means anyone can plant
可以
stuff
看
on
一下
him.
你的搜查令吗？打电话给蔡市长。妈的，老子在锦城这张脸就是搜查。
That's not how it works. You do have to have a warrant. Otherwise, you're not abiding by the law.
搜是。
Oh no. They're gonna find a bar? Okay.
没有发现，长官，找不到。
Just wait. Because someone else might find something. See?
找到了，长官，找到了。
Oh no. And one of those police officers had it, so it could be anyone here who did that.
什么东西啊？
Creepy guy seems more like a red herring than anything else at this particular moment. I'm not saying he can't be a villain because they are trying to highlight that a lot of the police are. And as we already know, that the commissioner, he's going to plant it on someone else and that guy standing out there. But isn't it interesting that they found it up there and it was one officer? Now, that officer now has to be suspicious and could be an informant. And if they can find out that he's a rat or he's a double agent, then maybe they can get usually out. I don't know if they get the doctor out. But a lot of stories going on, a lot of plot points, bringing stuff up, who's involved in what. And just, yeah, really setting up things because I didn't expect them. I expected one of them to be the fall guy at some point. I just didn't know when. It's really hard with these episodes to know what's really going to happen because I do feel like sometimes it is extremely fast paced and it kind of throws a curveball at you. I guess it's to do that so that you're not board, so that you sit back and go, okay, they're doing this plot point at this moment and this is going to happen, but I do wonder how he's going to get out of it, because it is hard when something's planted on you, especially back then, where it's easier to let him take the blame for it so all the officers can continue on what they're doing, because it's showing you how dark and seedy and underbelly everything is. So curious how he gets out of that. And then, yeah, if they can get that police officer who clearly found it, he could have planted it, someone else could have planted it, but if they find someone did who was searching there, also, wouldn't he have needed a search warrant? I don't know the time period. They may not have done that, but they mentioned it here. So search warrants have been around for a very long time. It feels like that's going against the law. Because him to say his face is just the law, that's not how it works. But that actor does a great job of being creepy, annoying. I really like how they put the makeup on him, the way he holds his head slightly forward and his shoulders up, and the way they've styled his hair intentionally, just the way he walks, his whole body. If you watch the way he walks, he has this weird hunched, creepy way, and it's done so well if you think about like the presentation of him and how you feel when you see him. But good episode. I think it picked back up from the last one, and all guns blazing. But it's just, how do they get out of this situation? They will, but we'll see. Also, actually, something I want to bring up before heading off, which is, you know, his two sidekicks, like everyone knows what they look like now. So really and truly, they can't go undercover. They can't do disguises because everyone knows who they are. Also, that was ridiculous when they were talking to the guy and they surrounded him. I didn't understand why they did that. They should have allowed him to settle in further, bring the car in. They could have got everyone. I felt like that was ineptitude on them. Like, sometimes they do a good job, and then other times I watch and I think, how did none of you hit the guy, but you could hit the car? How did you not wait for the car to come in? You allowed that so-called sting operation to fail. And they're great characters again, but, you know, you when they come on, you're like, oh no, like, what are they going to mess up now? But just getting started. Also, the one who got stabbed, I didn't understand how it affected his throat. Maybe it's where he was stabbed, so the pressure of everything, but we knew he was going to eventually not be able to sting. It was kind of already hinted at. And their relationship, I think it's really picking up. If anything, it kind of showed them to have some sort of care and intimacy more than even the two main characters, even though we know a lot of the times they do looks and shares and smiles, but that seemed extremely intimate from those two. So I think we've got two pairs, but we've also got someone liking Yulao, and then, well, she liked Yulao, and I feel like he's also liked by someone else, but then the one from Hong Kong might like Churan, might like the Doctor. It's lots going on, but yeah. And there are just elements of what's going on. Like, these are just seeds planted. Wait until it fully grows, and then it's going to go